Welcome, welcome, welcome. My name is Dr. Tina White, and I'm the director of the Louisville Asset Building Coalition. We provide the free VITA program in Louisville. What a wonderful opportunity to present to you the mayor of Louisville, who will share important information about the free tax programs in Louisville.
Thank you very much, Dr. White, and thanks to Lyndon Pryor and your entire team here at the Urban League for hosting us here today and for everything that you all do throughout the year to help support so many people around our entire city. I also want to start by thanking everyone from across the city who has reached out and shared expressions of condolences to my family and me on the passing of my mother yesterday. My mom was an amazing woman who we lost after a fight with a brief illness. But I'm here today, even with her passing yesterday, because one of the things that my mom instilled in my sister and me at an early age from our faith tradition was the concept of repair the world, a simple but powerful concept that every day, in ways large and small, personally and professionally, we should each try to make the world a better place. And so I just thought that the work that VITA is doing goes so well with that concept that has been ingrained in me since an early age by my mom of helping others who can use some help. I had the good fortune of, when I was in college, involved in student government at the University of Michigan. Our student government hosted a VITA site there. That was, 30-something years ago. It's been a while. But from when I first got exposed to VITA over 30 years ago, I saw the impactful work that they make. And so it's wonderful to be here today to kick off the tax season and with what VITA is doing to help other income-eligible households across our city here in Louisville get help filing their taxes and be entitled to the refunds that they are entitled to. And it's exciting because here in Louisville, VITA is working at 15 sites, the Urban League where we are today, and 14 others around the city. And so I want to give a giant shout out and thanks to all of the 100+ volunteers that are working through VITA and the AARP Free Tax Aid Program to provide help. Thank you to you and others around the city that help others continue this tradition of repairing the world. And it's one of the things that makes our city so special. And it's impressive what VITA has done, not just this year, but every year. Since 2001, VITA has helped more than 143,000 tax filers in Louisville. Last year alone, VITA volunteers processed more than 7,700 returns, which added more than $12 million to the local economy, including $2 million in refunds alone through the Earned Income Tax Credit. That's fantastic because that helps families who can use those funds that they are entitled to support their family or for any other thing that they need. So our final thanks to my colleagues at Metro Government, to the Office of Resilience and Community Service, to our partners at the Metro United Way, at the IRS, the AARP Tax Aid Foundation, and again, thanks to the Urban League and the dozens of other partners around the city that are working to help people fill out their tax returns and get the money back that they are entitled to. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Thank you, Mayor Greenberg. Please know you have all of our deepest condolences. I would also like to introduce to you Mr. Lyndon Pryor, the President and CEO of the Louisville Urban League.
Thank you, Dr. White, and thank you, Mr. Mayor, for being here. Welcome to the Louisville Urban League. We are excited to once again be host of the Taxathon and kick off another season of VITA. As the mayor indicated, VITA is an incredible and an invaluable resource to our community, serving thousands of families across the county and, quite frankly, across the nation, as this is a nationwide program. And so we are excited to be a part of that for many, many years. The Louisville Urban League has been the largest VITA site in the Commonwealth of Kentucky, serving more than any of the others, and something we are incredibly proud of. And we look to continue that record today, or this season as well. And so we are incredibly excited about that. In fact, I actually just recently learned that before there was a VITA, the Louisville Urban League has offered free tax assistance to families. And so we know firsthand how important this resource is, how important this service is to those who are in need. And so it is an honor and a privilege for us to continue to be able to do that. I won't recount the numbers as the mayor did about the economic impact and value that this program has. But what I will do is give a special thanks to all of the volunteers, not just who serve here at the Louisville Urban League, but all across the state for the invaluable work that you do and the service that you are providing to our community. I always like to shout out our special volunteer, Ms. Deetra Shipley, who is an employee of the Louisville Urban League. But she does a phenomenal job in recruiting volunteers, and she serves herself just about every year because she knows just how important this is for our community. And so for those who are going to see this and stop by the Urban League and other places, I would encourage you just to remember that this is a volunteer opportunity. And so, people are doing the best they can to serve you as quickly and as efficiently and effectively as possible. Most of us go to somebody to help with taxes because if taxes were easy, we'd do it ourselves. And so remember that as you are engaging with our volunteers, they are doing the best they can to help you as quickly as they can, extend as much grace as possible, and they're going to help you as best as they possibly can. So thank you all for being here. Excited for another taxathon, and we are looking forward to another great year.
As you just heard, the Louisville Urban League is our largest and oldest VITA site. And in an effort to bring awareness to the earned income tax credit, that's the credit that some low income people receive just for going to work. The Louisville Urban League is hosting our annual taxathon, 24 hours of free tax filing, today and tomorrow from 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. So to those that are not here, grab your ID, your social security card, and your tax documents and walk right in. No appointments are necessary. The VITA TCE program would not be possible without the support and direction of the Internal Revenue Service. Our IRS representative, Ms. Pamela Clayson, would like to share a few words.
Good morning, everybody. And before I get started, I just happened to sit here and remember. Now, I started working for IRS many, we won't say how many years ago, but this was the first site I worked at. And surprisingly, I remember at the time I was so excited about doing VITA. This is before anybody that's involved with it now. It was just a standalone site. And I was disappointed that I didn't have taxpayers. I had done all the work and learning how to do taxpayers, didn't have any taxpayers, and look at it now, almost 8,000. So that's amazing. And thank you for the introduction. And I just want to thank the mayor. Yes, you're still here. And, it's probably too many names because I'm afraid I'm going to miss somebody's name. Uh, the president CEO, Lyndon Pryor, and of course, Dr. White, and all of you who have come together. It takes a village to do this program. And the more we have in that village, the better service we can provide and the better support that we can provide to our community. I'm just so grateful for the work that the Louisville Urban League does and that the Louisville Asset Building Coalition does. And, without you, we wouldn't be able to serve Louisville area taxpayers. So thank you. But for 50 years, EITC has provided low to moderate income workers and families a significant tax break and a much needed refund. The EITC is one of the federal government's largest anti poverty programs, and it offers financial assistance to hardworking Americans. I'm going to give you some nationwide figures. As of December 2023, 23 million workers and families received about 57 billion, that is a B, billion dollars in EITC. The average amount nationwide was $2,541, and that's almost 500 more than it was the previous year. Here in Kentucky, about 344,000 taxpayers received 881 million in EITC, and the average payment was slightly higher than the national average, and that came in at $2,563. And that's a lot of money that's being added to the Kentucky economy. And most importantly, it's money in people's pockets for helping to pay their bills, helping to build a future. There's so many things that this money can be used for. Workers with qualifying children may be eligible for earned income credit if their adjusted gross income is less than $56,838 in 2023. If they're married filing jointly, $63,398. And this year, individuals can receive a maximum of $7,430 in EITC. And that's up from $69.35 last year. The maximum amount for EITC with taxpayers with no dependents, and sometimes people miss that they may qualify, but people with no dependents do qualify. The maximum refund amount for them is $600, which is helpful even at that amount. And it is available to filers with AGI below $17,640 and $24,210 for individuals who are married filing jointly. You must be at least 25 years of age, but not older than 65. And it's very important that we continue to partner with our community and the partners that we have in the community to promote EITC. Events like this one that's being held across today and tomorrow just help ensure that the people in Louisville, the events that are held across the country, help, people nationwide, make sure they get the credits that they might miss. Unfortunately, even though a lot of people claim this credit, there's still about 20% who don't know that they qualify and they're not claiming it. And I gave you the figure of, I think it was $2,563 is the average amount, so you do the math. Even if they get that average amount and you multiply that out, that's a lot of money that's being left on the table, and we don't want to see that happen. We do understand that the eligibility requirements can be a little complex or intimidating. We do have a EITC assistant on irs.gov that you can look at to see if you will qualify. So before you come into the site and you're just wondering, I wonder, do I qualify for that credit? You can go on to irs.gov and find out. That tool is available in English, simplified Chinese, traditional Chinese, Korean, Vietnamese, Russian, and Haitian Creole. I also encourage you to take advantage of sites just like this one that prepare taxes for free. We also have AARP TCE sites that prepare taxes for free. But sites like this one and those that are part of the Louisville Asset Building Coalition, as well as our AARP TCE sites, are staffed by IRS certified volunteers that can help you file your tax return for free. Now, I do want to make you aware that in some cases that offer in-person assistance, they are still following safety protocols, so don't be surprised if you're asked to wear a mask or whatever the case may be. We want to help, but Some sites are still following safety protocols. You can use 211 here in the Louisville area to find out the site near you, or you can use our VITA locator tool, which is on irs.gov. While we want eligible taxpayers to claim the credit, I also want to remind you and stress that IRS cannot issue refunds until mid-February. If EITC is involved in your refund, it will be issued after that time. We unfortunately have to hold the whole refund, even the part that's not related to the earned income credit. And we know how important this money is to families, workers and families. So Where's My Refund tool and IRS To Go mobile app are ways to track the status of your refund. Always remember the quickest way to get your refund is through direct deposit. So if you have an account, make sure you provide that information, and that is the fastest way to get your refund. And of course, it's still going to be held till mid-February, but after that. So on behalf of the IRS, I want to again express my appreciation to the mayor, to the president of Louisville Urban League, to Dr. Tina White, and all of you who have come out to support the taxpayers and to support this event. I thank you. Without you, we would not be able to make sure that our workers and families claim this valuable credit and other credits that they may be entitled to. And thank you for your time.
Okay, thank you again, Ms. Crayson. Last but definitely not least, I would like to introduce to you Shakita Williams, a taxpayer who regularly gets her taxes filed at the Wesley House Community Services. Ms. Williams.
Hello, everyone. I just would like to give a brief background of I'm a client and I come to the Wesley House. It's been 4 years now. So in the beginning, my children, my son is 19, my daughter's 17, and I begun ill. So with that being said, my son and my daughter, they pretty much worked, took care of the household, wasn't nothing for their mother they wouldn't do. So my son tells me one day, he goes, Mom, I be working and I don't even get the money back. And I'm like, well, here's the thing. You're going to get it back this year because you've been taking care of the household. And the Wesley House was able to do that. My daughter's 17. She's in college. She goes to Bellarmine. She graduated early with a 4.2 GPA, high school. Yes, yes, very proud mother. My son, he works at Toyota. He's a mechanic. I told him, since you've been taking care of the household this year, you will see your monies. The Wesley House has been taking care of my family when it comes to taxes the past 4 years. And this year, I will say the volunteers, they are more than exceptional. They're amazing. They're very sweet. They're kind. They're patient. And you know how some people say, my question may be a dumb question. With them, no question is a dumb question. They answer all your questions, all your tax needs. The site I go to is on Preston Highway, so it's very close to where I live. Um, they sit and they analyze your taxes and make sure you're getting every dollar that you deserve, every dollar that you worked hard for. And with that being said, I'm very grateful for them. I've never seen a day where I bring people to them. I give them a ride on my good days. I give them a ride. Hey, they're there on Tuesdays and Thursdays between this time frame, and I say, hey, if you need a ride, I'll take you. It's worth it. They help me, so I'm putting back and helping too. Thank you.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. The Louisville Asset Building Coalition Board of Directors, staff, and volunteers would like to thank our mayor again for his continued support of the VITA TCE program. We would also like to thank the Internal Revenue Service, the Louisville Metro Government, the Financial Empowerment Center, Metro United Way, Bank on Louisville, and all of our supporters. A special thank you to the VITA sites, to the National Association of Black Accountants, to Bellarmine University accountant students, and all of our volunteers and staff. You are the heart of the VITA program. LABC could not do this work that we're doing that's so valuable to our community without all of you. Please visit our website, which is www.labcservices.org, or you can call our office, 502-574-5687. And you can get all the information on all the VITA sites. And if you would like to volunteer, we are still looking for volunteers, and we would love to have you. So again, that's www.labcservices.org. Thank you.